Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick workthrough of every problem on here. Talking about our values and our properties. On this situation, we have a central angle. It's at the center. It opens up to this arc. So this arc is the same size. Central angles are equal. We have an inscribed angle. It is all about the vertex. We have an inscribed angle that opens up to the same arc. It has to be half the size. Inscribed angles are half the size. On this problem, we have a central angle. Again, its arc is the exact same size, so the arc is 113 degrees. The rest of the circle would be 360 minus the 113, which is going to be 247 degrees. Here, we focus on what we know, not on what we don't know. We know that's 120, therefore this has to be 60. We have two situations. We have this angle, which is 60 degrees, opening up to R. We have its bestie over here, which is also 60 degrees, opening up to 42. This is an interior angle situation, so we know that 42 plus R divided by 2 has to equal the angle that is 60 degrees. So that's going to be 120 minus 42, and we get R is 78 degrees. Interior angles. We look at the vertex, it's inside the circle. So don't just tell me R is 60, it's not true. You have to do it the way we talked about. Here I know this is 25, I follow it. Where's the vertex? Where's the vertex? It's on the circle. That means it's half its arc, so its arc would be 50. They tell us that B to D is 90. So that would leave us 40 degrees for the one they want. Here we have an angle P, follow it, keep going, follow it, keep going. We have a big arc of 161, we have a small arc of 67. 161 minus 67 divided by 2, 161 minus 67 is 94 divided by 2 is 47. Exterior, where's the vertex? It's outside. When it's outside, you subtract and divide by 2. All right, here we know two arcs, 111 and 61. We can get this angle here. There's more than one way to do this, but I'm going to use the new stuff. So that angle, call it X. We know that 111 plus 61 divided by 2 has to equal X. 111 plus 61 divided by 2. So I know this is 86. The angle next to it has to be 94. Why? That's a linear pair. So interior angle, it is arc plus vertical arc divided by 2. That's how I got X. 94 degrees, that's a linear pair. Now we're going to do the same idea on this 94. The 94 opens up to 3C, and the vertical arc is C. So 3C plus C divided by 2 has to equal 94. So 4C has to equal 188. 188 divided by 4, this is 47. I think we had that earlier. Nice. On this one, we have a diameter. What does a diameter do? It cuts the circle in half. So 10Z is 180, which means Z is 18. Well, this is 6Z, so 6Z would be 6 times 18, which is 108. And this is a central angle opening up to 108 degrees. Here we have another diameter. If this is 30 degrees, then its arc over here is 60. If that's 60, then the rest of it is 120. And if that's 120, then this inscribed angle is 60. Woo! A lot going on there. But 30 times 2 is 60. That's an inscribed angle. And then since that's half the circle, 180 minus 60 means this is 120. And then 120 divided by 2 means that's 60. That means that 6x minus 6 equals 60. So that means that x has to equal 11. Over here we have big arc minus small arc. It's another exterior angle that's 20 degrees. So 8x plus 2 minus 3x plus 2 divided by 2 equals 20 degrees. That's a minus. Minus means opposite. That's 8x plus 2 minus 3x minus 2. You have to distribute the minus. would equal 40. So 8x minus 3x, that's 5x. Plus 2 minus 2 cancels out. So 5x equals 40, so x equals 8. We talked about this one in class. Opposite corners must add up to 180. 15y minus 4 plus 12y minus 5 has to equal 180. Also, 14 plus 4x over here, these two corners, plus 6x minus 14 also has to be 180. So that's 20x. No, it's not. Over here, the 14s cancel out. I'm left with 10x equals 180, so x equals 18. Over here, I have 15 plus 12 would be 27y. Minus 9, so plus 9 equals 189. 189 divided by 27. Y equals 7, x equals 18. This situation we talked about as well. We have two arcs. We have a big arc and a small arc. If I call this A and B, I know that A plus B is 360. I know that A minus B is 128. Why? Because we know that A minus B divided by 2 equals 64. This is a system of equations. Those cancel out. We get 2A equals 488. So we know that A equals 244. Here we have another interior angle. That means it's arc plus vertical arc. That would be 7x minus 1 equals 52. 7x equals 53. Did I mess up? 7x minus 1. Oh, it doesn't equal 52. I have to double the angle. I was like, oh, that's wrong. It's 104. So it's actually 7x minus 1 divided by 2 equals 52. So multiply the 2 over. So that's 105 divided by 7. That's going to be a little bit easier. 105 divided by 7 is 15. Okay, this is an inscribed angle. That's a special type of inscribed angle, but these two arcs combined is 180. So I add those together. That's 38x minus 20 equals 180. So I know that x has to equal, minus 20 equals 360. So x ends up equal to 10. We know that those two arcs combined make all 360 degrees. So if that's 10, then this is 160 degrees, and y is half of that because it is a special type of inscribed angle. Here I know that A plus 165 vertical arcs divided by 2 has to equal 106. So I know that A plus 165 has to equal 212. So 212 minus 165, I know that A is 47. There's that 47 again. And then divided by 2, B is inscribed. Where's the vertex? It's on the circle. So that's going to be 47 divided by 2 when you type it in. This problem here, a lot going on. Use the angles you have to find what you don't have. I have 35. That means times 2. I know that whole thing is 70. Not super helpful though. 90 degrees. That's a central angle. So I know this is 90. I have a diameter. So this is also 90. 90s are a big deal. I'll call this little part here x, and this is an exterior angle that opens up to 90 and x. So 90 minus x divided by 2 has to be 30. So x has to be 30. So this is a 30-degree arc, which means that this little bit has to be 40 degrees because they have to add up to 70. That means that this last arc over here has to be 110 degrees. So we go through. I don't know what all the specific answers are, but you can get it all from that, I'm pretty sure. The only other situation, I guess, would be this angle here. That angle opens up to 90, and its vertical side opens up to all of this, which is 140. So that's 90 plus 140 divided by 2. I don't know why I'm typing that in. It's 115. So I know this angle is 115, which means the one next to it is 65. And then the last question here, a lot going on. This is a small 15 degree. We know this is 125. Oh, that's helpful. That's 125. We have another diameter. So the angle next to it's going to be 55. This is going to be 55, all because it's a diameter. We have a 74 going in there. I'm going to call this X. So 74 opens up to 125 and to X. Those are its two arcs. So X plus 125 divided by 2 has to equal 74. So X plus 125 has to equal 148. So 148 minus 125. Oops, 148 minus 125 is 23 degrees. So I know that this is 23 degrees there. If we keep going, we have an outside angle here. We know every arc but one, so 180 minus 15 minus 23. I would know that we have 142 degrees left for this section. So let's get this angle on the outside. I'm going to call it Y. So we have, if we follow that one, opens up to M, L, E. So it has a big arc of 142 minus a small arc of 15 plus 23. That's 38 divided by 2. So that's 104. That's going to be, let's make sure, I don't want to get anything wrong. 142 minus 38, 104 divided by 2. So that's going to be 52 degrees out here. So this angle is 52 degrees. We know this one's 74. 180 minus 74 would be 106. So those are going to be 106. This angle here at H opens up directly to the 125. So that's just 125 divided by 2, which is like 62.5. If that's 62.5 and that's 106, actually an easier way is that's this 23 up here. So 23 divided by 2, that's going to be 11.5. This angle G, I'm going to use the triangle on G. So we have a triangle here. And that'd be 55 plus 74. And then 180 minus that would be 51 degrees. Okay, I think we found everything. Nice. That's the whole thing.